It's Pride Month. This means you can expect to see your high streets painted in garish rainbow colours, looking all of a sudden like the magical kingdom of the Care Bears, although they probably have less knife crime. How brave of these companies and corporations to display their support for the gay community now that there's absolutely no risk involved in doing so. Of course, we didn't see any of them flying the rainbow flag before Section 28 was repealed in 2003, or before the age of consent was equalised in 2001, or before the decriminalisation of homosexuality in Scotland in 1980. No, it would seem that their commitment to gay rights only manifests itself when it's likely to make them a profit. And you will have noticed that the major corporations are updating their logos and social media profiles to observe the holy month of Pride. Here's the updated Twitter profile of YouTube. You can see the Pride message very clearly there. And here's the current profile for YouTube Arabia. Oh, it looks like they've forgotten to add the rainbow colours to that one. Just an oversight, I should imagine. OK, what about Mercedes-Benz? There they are. So you can see they've changed their main symbol there into a rainbow-coloured version. Good to know they support the gay cause. And here's their profile in the Middle East. So what that looks like. Oh, so there's another oversight there. Let's check on Unilever. Unilever has full-on rainbow colours in their logo. And now let's have a look at Unilever's Saudi Arabia account. No, OK, disappointing. Let's try one more. What about BMW? Here's BMW's main account on Twitter. There we go, rainbow colours in the actual logo itself. Here's BMW South Africa. Rainbow colours again. Here's BMW India. Rainbow colours again. They're on a roll, flying the flag all over the world. And here's BMW Middle East. OK, they were doing so well. So, of course, these companies are perfectly happy to fly the pride flag in countries where being gay is already legal. But strangely enough, they won't do it in countries where being gay can land you in prison or even see you executed. A couple of days ago, FIFA put out a tweet about Pride saying that they were working to ensure that the World Cup in Qatar will be a celebration of unity and diversity. I'm sure this will be a great consolation for the people who've been locked in jail, sentenced to being lashed in public, or who live under the threat of the death penalty simply for being same-sex attracted. So we're often seeing footballers wearing those rainbow laces to show their solidarity for gay people. How many of them will wear those same laces at the World Cup? And if not, why not? It's no great revelation that corporations are in it for the money. That's the whole reason for existence. But it also means that all of this pro-LGBT flag waving is nothing more than empty posturing. They've made a calculation that this will be more lucrative. It feels almost compulsory now in the Western world to fly that flag during the month of June, but they will never fly the flag where it actually might make a difference. And the same goes for other social justice causes. Remember when PG Tips and Yorkshire Tea got into a Twitter spat to see who could be the most virtuous after the Black Lives Matter protests? Someone had tweeted out that they were chuffed that Yorkshire Tea hadn't posted in support of BLM. Yorkshire Tea responded with, "Please don't buy our tea again. We're taking some time to educate ourselves and plan proper action before we post, we stand against racism." And then someone else chipped in with, "So now I've got to buy PG Tips." And PG Tips responded, "If you are boycotting teas that stand against racism, you're going to have to find 2 new tea brands now." Was anyone under the impression that there were tea companies that supported racism? Let's face it, their values extend to the mass distribution of tea for financial gain. We don't need companies to tell us that racism is wrong, because we already know that. And coming from them, it sounds shallow and opportunistic. And this week, the company behind the Star Wars franchise tweeted out this: "There are more than 20 million sentient species in the Star Wars galaxy. Don't choose to be a racist." And this was because one of the cast members of the new Star Wars series on Disney+, Moses Ingram, has received some horrible racist abuse online. Well, that's unforgivable. And we all know there are plenty of idiots lurking around social media. But will a tweet from Star Wars make any difference? I myself have had plenty of anti-gay abuse online, but I doubt very much that these will become any less frequent if R2-D2 tells them to pack it in. And you'll forgive me for being cynical about this latest tweet from Star Wars, because it wasn't that long ago that they removed the image of John Boyega from their poster in China. And you can see there in the 2 images, the Chinese version of the poster, he's not present. And why? Because anti-black racism is rife in China, and they didn't want to dissuade all their racist customers from parting with their money. So do keep this in mind. Next time you see companies making their bold statements in support of minority groups, a lot of the people behind these gestures may believe in them, that's true. It could all be really well-intentioned, but they're just not going to stick their neck out if there's a chance they'll lose money. If you're looking for lessons in morality and social justice from the corporate world, you're looking in the wrong place. Because ultimately, to them, profits will always matter more than principles.